Yo, what's going on guys, it's Tom, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is episode number 14 I believe, of my F1 2015 live cockpit career, and we're here for one of the favourite tracks on the calendar that are in my books, and that is a Japanese Grand Prix, one of the classic tracks on the calendar. Like I said, it's just such a good track, overall some great flow, and there's been some really good races over the last few years, so hopefully, fingers crossed we can have a good one here. And obviously before we go into the race, we've got to do qualifying first, so fingers crossed we can get ourselves right up the sharp end of the grid. So without further ado, let's jump straight to qualifying and let's see what sort of laps we can clock up at the Japanese Grand Prix. Right, so I've been held up by Stevens and Perez, which isn't fantastic, but it looks like we might be getting Stevens out of the way here. Fingers crossed if I can get past him in time. Just about made that stick, and then got the inside of my teammate here, or not. Yep, we just completely screwed that one up, so we'll go for another attempt at a lap, I guess, because that did not go well, and hopefully this time we can actually find some bloody space on track, because that was horrific. Right, so this time we're going to try again, and hopefully this time we don't get held up in that qualifying lap, because there's not a single car on track at the moment, so it looks like we could be on for a lap here. We're going to have one more crack at this, so this is going to be our last attempt, so fingers crossed we can make this lap stick. Feels good so far this lap. Final chicane, get on the power, make sure you don't use the back end, keep it nice and tight, open up the air as soon as it becomes available, cross the line, and it's going to be third place, a 37.9, a pretty decent lap there from me, and surprisingly Rosberg's the highest Mercedes up in fourth place, and he is our championship rival, so I will take that. We're now going to retire from the session. Hopefully we can finish third place or there or nearabouts, but I was quite happy with that lap, not much more I could have got out of that. That was a very nice lap, very enjoyable lap. So there we have it guys, that is third place for qualifying, an unbelievable result there, and the Mercedes down in 4th and 6th place, and Rosberg starting behind us on the grid in P4, which is crucial for the championship because we're only 11 points ahead of him, I believe, going into this race. But surprisingly Ricciardo up in P2 there, so very impressive qualifying from him, but things are looking really good, and hopefully we can try and deliver this result and maintain it and improve it in the race. Right, so here we are then for the race, and as you can see, it is definitely not sunny. It is freaking raining, just like Singapore last time. If you guys have missed it, check out the description down below. But it is another wet race, and we are starting intermediates. I believe I can just about make out a little bit of green on the tyre there. So it's going to be an interesting race. Obviously, none of us are really set up for the rain. I had no idea that the rain was on the cards. So we're going to go in a bit blind into this race, but fingers crossed. Hopefully we can try and just take the car to the end, hopefully get the result that we need, and we can go on to the next race. But we need to try and survive this race, get some points on the board. After last time out we didn't obviously finish in the points, so let's see how this race goes, and let's jump straight into the Japanese Grand Prix. Right, here we go. Gonna have to try and go for a good start. 5 red lights, and we are underway, trying to get some nice clean traction. Very nice start from me actually, really happy with that start, one of the best starts I've had all season. Rosberg's made his way up the inside, just going to try and give him the room. Taking it a bit too cautious, big contact between the two of them there, Ricciardo and Rosberg just banging wheels there. And Rosberg's going up into second place, so what a start from Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton's behind me also in 5th place, and the Mercedes have had an absolute stonker of a start there. They're really going for it at the start of this race. I need to try and find the rhythm on these tyres and in these conditions, because right now I'm feeling really sketchy at the moment. Running awfully deep there, Jesus, I've really overshot the corner a bit there. Lewis is going to be all over my gearbox going down his back straight. He's probably going to go for a move to 130. Yeah, I'm just going to hope that the straight line speed is 14 is enough. Lewis is going to have a look, but he's going to go back behind me. He's still bare off it, and he's not going to go for the move just yet, but I'm struggling to maintain already the rhythm of this front three. Oh shit. That was not nice. That's not what I wanted. Lewis is going to be straight back up the back of me here. Damn it, that's not going to help. I'm going to let him take the inside. I'm going to try and squeeze him a bit. He's not having none of it. He's still going to take the inside line. I'm going to try and hang around the outside. Oh my god, fucking god, Lewis. What are you doing, mate? What was that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I've managed to stay with Bottas for this lap. Managed to just stick in the slipstream. And we could possibly have a move on him here if we can keep some decent speed for 130. Oh my god, that was getting too close. I got way too close to Bottas. They're going to try and slow one up the inside here. Oh, come on, just about make it stick. There we go. Got the move done. This front 6 is definitely starting to come together, which is making it really interesting. But I really need to try and find a rhythm in this race and try and get back into it. Oh my god, there's been contact. Oh no! Oh no, for fuck's sake! No! Shit! I've lost my front wing. Damn it! Lewis and Ricciardo freaking went off the track and then rejoined right on the racing line. I couldn't think about how am I supposed to react to that? Oh my god, I'm going to miss the pit entry. Jesus Christ, that was close. Lewis somehow managed to stay on, but I've been screwed over again. Damn it. Why? I don't... Lewis went up the inside of Ricciardo 130R, and then they both just rejoined simultaneously onto the racing line. Ah, for frick's sake. Front wing change, and I think Ricciardo's in behind me. There he is. It's going to be a long race. Long race. I need to... If I'm going to try and keep my championship hopes intact, I'm going to have to really just sweat and push this force into its absolute limits. Right, that is what I'm talking about. Just got to try and keep this pace. We're going to try and just cut back on Will Stevens here. Get the cut back. Get the traction. There we go. Stick to the inside. And that is an easy move. And now Mary should come next. I'm going to try and get a run through here and then slow one up the inside. Just put my nose in there. There we go. Sorry, Mary, mate. You're going to have to move out my way. But there we go. We've got them both already. Alright, looks like we've got cars in the pit lane here. So that's going to come in very handy to gain a couple of positions. Because of the tyres that I'm on, obviously if it does dry out or gets wetter, then we've still got half a chance this race. We've just got to try and drag out our stints. I mean, we've come out ahead of Vettel, so that's always a good sign. Alright, here we go then. Right on the back of JB. I'm going to try and just cut back on JB here. Maybe not even cut back, but just get a decent exit. There we go. Should be able to fly past him here. And then Alonso's up next. Hopefully a straight line speed will get us ahead of Jenson Button. There we go. Going to pull ahead of him now. And then we're going to try and get Alonso through 130. Oh my god, he broke so much. Oh my god, he's still breaking. Jesus. And there's Hamilton. Wait, I just realised Hamilton's right there. Why is Lewis there? That's strange. He must have pit, surely. Oh, there we go. He's going slow. Man, he's pointing to the pit lane. Come on, get the speed, get the speed. Getting the straight line speed. Got a couple of cars in the pit lane. Come on, it's a drag race. I'm just going to try and hold this inside. I want to shoot one up the inside here. Oh, Lewis has managed to hang it around the outside. I want to try and get him around the outside of turn 2 though. Come on. Wheel to wheel stuff. He's squeezing me right out. He's having none of it. Lewis has hit the back of Nasser, and he's now going to pass the Brazilian. I'm having flashbacks now of what just happened at the start of the race, so I'm going to try and time this to perfection. So let's just wait a minute. There we go. There we go. It happened again, but I managed to time it this time. Cutting really early, and this time we managed to get past the pair of them and not have any contact. Lovely jubbly, up in the P7, and that is just what the doctor ordered. Right at the back of Marcus Ericsson now, as we come out of Spoon. We'll try and get the traction back and snapping on me. Let's see if we can try and go up the inside of Ericsson here at 130R. We're going to take the inside line. Can we try and get some payback on Lewis by sending Ericsson straight back onto the racing line? We're going to go for it, and looks like no, Ericsson's backed out, so I was going to try and get some payback on Lewis there, but it didn't happen. But we've got Verstappen and Bottas ahead of us now. Some of these cars seem to be staying out for longer, but as I say, that Verstappen does into the pit lane. We've got someone else in the pit lane also up there, so we're going to get in a couple of places. So we're going to go up to P4, I think. Yep, P4. So back into P4. So somehow, even though we had that huge crash, we're still in a decent position here. Now, normally, I'm meant to pit at the end of the next lap, but because I'm out of sync with the rest of the top 4, or top 5 you could say, I'm going to try and drag out these inters a few more laps to try and get back on sync with the pit strategy that the front runners are doing, so that way I can save myself doing an extra stop. And also, even though the tyres are orange on the thing, on the tyre graphic, they don't feel that bad, so, and I'm also matching Bottas for pace, so I reckon I'm going to try and just hang it out for a couple more laps. I've managed to stay with Bottas the entirety of that stint, but I'm going to go to the pits. Actually, as I say, that he comes in with me, so I've done my job here because my plan all that time was I was scheduled to pit lap 11. I just stayed out 2 more laps so I could get back in sync with the strategy of the top guys, and I seem to have pulled it off to an absolute perfection because as you can see, Bottas, who's one of the front runners, also pitted just that lap. And so has Vettel was behind me, so we managed to get back on sync with the strategy that the top runners are doing. So essentially, we're back up into P5, and that initial crash never happened, basically. Right, we're going to go for it here. We're going to go up the inside, going to just put my nose in, get full lock on the wheel, squeeze him out, and job done. Lovely little textbook move up the inside of the hairpin. Right, there we go, fastest lap of the race. We are pulling away from Bottas, which is a good sign. Right, there should be another fastest lap. I'm really starting to feel it now. Going really fast around this track. I'm seeing all the lap times are light, and we could still potentially win this race. 10 laps to go. Who knows what could happen? We are right on the back of Massa now. We've really caught up in the last couple of laps. currently in his slipstream as we go through 130R. Got so much more speed here. Going to try and go for a move around the outside. You see, I'm probably a bit worse on the brakes than Massa, but I'm just going to hang around the outside on pure grip alone, and I'm going to take P3 from the Brazilian. Problem is now I think he's going to have DRS on me, unless I've got DRS. No, I've got DRS. Okay, it's all good, so I should be able to defend from Massa into turn 1 here, so that's great, and that means we've pretty much got P3 in the bag, so now we've got to try and hunt down Kimi Räikkönen. Right, I think it is time for some dry tyres, so we're going to pin it now this lap and get off these intermediates, because the track is definitely dry enough now, and I'm going to take a gamble on the dry tyres, even though it seems like the rest of the AI are in for the dry tyres also. Let's see if we can try and hold up Kimi, that'd be nice. Yep, we hold up a little bit there, which is nice. So we've cost Kimi a couple of seconds, always a good thing to see. And we're going to go onto the options, and hopefully we can try and drag these out to the end. So fingers crossed, we can try and make this work. Very nice piece there from Force India, by the way. 2.2, one of the quickest ones I've had in a long time. But we definitely gained a long Kimi there just by simply holding him up for a couple of seconds. Oh, fastest lap of the race. And we're right at the back of Kimi. We just can't seem to get close enough. We have got DRS, but we're just struggling to make the final inroad. Merry, shit. Roberto Merry, mate. Jesus Christ. What is with the AI this race? Trying to screw me over every giving opportunity. Bloody hell, that was so close. That could have been so much worse. Here we go then. We're in the slipstream of Kimi Räikkönen. Can we make a move through 130R? Because the AI tend to go a bit slow through here. We're going to try and get into slipstream. Stick to the racing line. Is Kimi going slow enough? No, he's not. Maybe have a look into the final chicane. Oh my god, from miles back out of nowhere. What a move. That was not... I did not plan that. I was expecting to get down the pit straight with DRS. I did not see that one coming. And I got DRS, and I set our fastest lap of the race. Okay, it is all just all panning out perfectly. Rosberg is 10 seconds ahead, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get him now. I think this might be the last overtake of the race, but I've got to say, what a comeback. Right, here we go then, through the final chicane for the final time. Championship rival Nico Rosberg has won the race, and he's going to bring down the gap to 4 points. But I really couldn't care, because that has been a fantastic comeback drive from me. No dodgy strategies or anything. It was literally straight up pit stops in sync with the rest of the AI, and I pulled that back on raw pace. And what a race that was. I really need that result to just try and keep my championship total hopes intact. And we're still 4 points clear, which is really, really good. And we just got to try and maintain that for the last couple of races. We got 4 or 5, I think 5 races left to go after this. We got round 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19, so we got 5 races left after this, and hopefully those 5 races can propel us to glory and win the World Championship as Nico Hülkenberg in the Force India, which would be absolutely incredible. But that was an absolutely incredible Japanese Grand Prix, not gonna lie, one of the best ones I've had in a little while. Loads of fun, loads of action, and overall some great pace. And looking at the final top 10 order, sorry, as you can see, we got 18 points, which is decent. Obviously, Nico Rosberg won the race, and then Räikkönen ran off the podium. And I'm looking at our top 10, and I can't seem to find Lewis Hamilton anywhere. So let's scroll down, and Lewis actually DNF'd. So Lewis broke down from the race. So something must have happened with Lewis Hamilton at some point. Must have had a breakdown or something. So that's going to really hurt his championship title hopes, but overall it's a really solid result for us as we move into the Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, Rosberg is 4 points behind, and Lewis is 52 points behind, so pretty much it's about between the two Nicos, Hülkenberg and Rosberg, for the World Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, we are really close, only 4 points. We've only a couple of races left to go, so hopefully you guys enjoy the end of the season. Hopefully you have enjoyed this race, and if you have, then please leave a like on the video down below, and if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe to my channel for plenty of F1 content. And yeah guys, that's about for this video, and I'm going to leave you guys with the constructors on screen right now. So I'll be Thomas MSD, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.